Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are doing a full review and demo on some new brow products. Very excited about this because I currently don't have a favorite brow product. The last time I was totally obsessed with a brow pencil was actually a Maybelline product. It was their Total Temptation brow pencil. I loved it. But now I have this guy and I'm really excited. I hope it's on the same level as that because that one I repurchased so many times. So hopefully this one brings me just as much joy. This is a new Brow Ultra Slim pencil. I think that's what it's called. Ultra Slim pencil from Maybelline, and I'm very excited for this guy because it's what you need, right? It's the basic pencil. So this is what the packaging looks like right here. So as you can see, it's just a basic pencil. It has one side a twist up, and then the other side is your spoolie, your basic spoolie. So very excited for that. So I have two shades here to choose from. I have black brown and deep brown. I'm gonna swatch them both, but I think I'm gonna go with deep brown. Black brown, I don't like it when my brows look too dark. I know I have really dark hair, but especially my roots, but I just don't love that look. So we're gonna swatch both of them really quickly here on my hand. Ooh, very like creamy. There's nothing worse is when you swatch a brow pencil or even like an eyeliner and it's like it just won't go. It just feels ugh. As you can see on camera, there's barely any difference. This one here is the black brown and this is deep brown. This one just pulls a lot more black, where this is more warm tone. So I'm gonna go in with the deep brown. I definitely think it's gonna be a better match for myself. These are my brows when they're just kind of natural, no product in them. I know I have really full brows, which makes it difficult sometimes to do these reviews because like there's days where I don't even do my brows. When I'm in a huge rush, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get out the door. I'll skip my brows completely because I do have pretty full brows, and especially if I get them done, like when I get them waxed afterwards, I feel like my brows look so good. And then once they start, like a week later, I need to start filling them in a little bit more. So the spoolie, honestly, like I have never had a brow product where I've been like, the spoolie is just wrong. Like there's never happened to me before. So this spoolie definitely gets a thumbs up. I mean, I don't know. Have you guys ever used a product where the spoolie's been like wonky? I've never had that happen to me before, but nonetheless, I like to start the top and work on my tail first, and then I go into the inner part. Especially with a new product, I want to get a feel for it before I go and like do the inner portion of my brow. So I'm just gonna start really gently making small little hair-like motions. And like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but my brows, like I mentioned, they're pretty full, but what I do like to do is just fill in any like sparse areas, because I do have those. And my biggest issue is that my tail is super short, so I'll go in and like extend it a little. That's looking pretty good. The spoolie also is doing a good job of blending out the product. So sometimes when you go in a little bit too intense and you're like, ooh, that was too hard of a stroke, your spoolie can then kind of buff it and massage it in a little bit, blend it in. So that is going pretty well. Honestly, the color is really nice too. Sometimes I even go in a shade lighter with like a medium brown. It totally depends. I don't mind having like fierce brows, but it's usually like I'll do like a fiercer brow when I have like a full makeup look on. Like right now I'm just wearing pretty minimal makeup. I'm going to work, so I don't do like a full eye look, and you know, I only have blush on. Like that's all I really do. So just give you a comparison, this has nothing and then this has the end. So you can tell like all that I've done is really thicken up my tail and make it look a little bit longer. And that's pretty much it. Just filled in any sparse areas in this area. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna move on to this area. I'm very gentle here. I don't have as much sparseness here. So I'm just going to fill in, and I do a completely different motion. So I go upwards. I like that so much. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is one complete brow and then non-complete. So you can totally tell this one's just looks put together. That's really the only difference. It looks a little bit more fierce, a little bit more put together, whereas this one's just like chilling, living the natural life. So I'm just gonna go quickly fill in this one. So far, guys, I'm really liking the brow product. It's super easy to work with, which is mandatory for me because I'm not like a brow whiz. I think because I have super natural, like thick brows, I'm not someone who concentrates on it too much. So I need my brow products to be like easy peasy. Okay, so here's a look at the finished brows. Does anybody else have like a favorite brow? This one's definitely my favorite brow. It just looks so much better than this one. I don't know. Anyways, so this is what the brows are looking like now that they're both filled in. I'm really liking them. They're not too intense, but they're more put together, more just sculpted, filled in, and looking sharp, which I like. Okay, so I just zoomed you guys out a little bit just to chat a little bit further. So yeah, clearly I'm really liking the product. It's really working for me. The deep brown shade is actually a really great match for me. I would be inclined to try the shade one lighter. I think it's medium brown. I would be, because on an everyday basis, sometimes I don't like it as intense, but this is not too bad. It fits my face and it matches my hair color pretty well. So I'm not I don't think they look too dark. If you do have darker hair than I do, like black hair, then I would go in with the black brown. But honestly, if you have my hair color, I have quite a bit of highlights up here in this bun. So if my hair was down, I would be more inclined maybe to try the medium brown. But for now, the deep brown is actually looking really good. And it does match perfectly my brow hairs. So that's excellent. Now, a little bit of information about this product. So it is a new product. I have not seen it yet at my Shoppers Drug Mart. I check my Shoppers Drug Mart usually once a week for any new makeup deals. I post them on my Instagram, so go follow me there if you want to see any weekly deals is what I call it. And I will keep an eye out for this product, and once I see it, I will post about it on Instagram, but I haven't seen it yet. It does say it is available now at all drugstores, mass retailers, that's like Walmart, Target, etc. It is available online, so I'll put the link down below as well, and it does go for $11.99 Canadian. That is the kind of the price, like the average price. That being said, you can definitely find it cheaper at some stores. So like I always mention in my drugstore reviews, Walmart always has the cheapest makeup. That's where I like to go, Walmart or Shoppers. Shoppers, I like to go because of Optimum points, but like honestly, those are the two places that I prefer to buy my makeup because they have also really good deals. That being said, a little bit more on the product. It does come in 8 shades. As I showed, I had 2 shades today that Maybelline kindly sent to me. Of course, they were a little bit more catered to a dark brown hair because that's what I have, but they do have some shades that are more catered towards blondes and lighter brown hair. So 8 to choose from, which is a pretty good shade range for a brow pencil. One thing that's really awesome about brow pencils is that you can kind of get away with going a shade up or down. Like I mentioned, sometimes I go with like a medium brown because I don't want something too dark on my face. But if you're wearing a very intense makeup look, maybe you do want a little bit more of a fierce brow. It very much so depends on your preference and the makeup look that you're wearing. So the way that the actual product is designed is it's supposed to mimic hair-like brush strokes. So when you go and stroke the pencil, it's supposed to mimic like a hair, and I totally agree with that. It was such an easy application for me that blending was very minimal because there was never a point where I was like, oh my god, that went on like way too thick or way too intensely. It really does glide on nicely. It gives you enough pigmentation, but not to the point where you're overdoing it and having to blend out a lot of the strokes that you're putting onto your brows. So the amount of product that you get when you do a stroke is perfect. It is just the right amount because you don't want to go overboard and have to blend out every single stroke that you put on. So it's kind of nice that you can go stroke, 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 and then blend once you're done that area, which makes putting on your brows so much easier. It's effortless, and it just makes it a little bit more enjoyable because you're not constantly stressed. You know when you're working with like an eyeshadow palette and it's not blending? That's the same thing with brows. You don't want to have a product that's super pigmented and then you can't blend it out, or it's thick, it goes on super thick. then it doesn't look very natural. It just looks like you have Sharpie brows. So I really love the formula on this guy. It worked wonders. I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day and let you guys know in the description box, as always, how it wears. I never really have any issues with my brows sliding around, especially if I do foundation first, but I will keep you guys posted. I always put product updates in the description box. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, definitely go and follow me over there, because I do a lot more tutorials over there using products that I'm loving. I talk more about reviews, follow-ups, that kind of thing. So definitely follow me over there. But that is gonna conclude this video. I'm really liking this brow product. Pretty pumped actually, because I really need a brow product. I haven't even been doing my brows at all because I haven't had anything. So this is really great news for me. Nonetheless, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.